Hello everyone, welcome to Gabriel Trading Academy, and I'm glad to have you here today. Continuation of our class that we did previously, breakout. So for the day 2, day 3 and day 4, I want to combine it all together just to so that we can actually see the differences, and it's very nice to give it an approach just like that. Okay, for the break below, the previous one we did was break above. Okay, let's look at the 3 types for the break below. You can just be jotting. I think you should be doing that, because as we are doing it, I'll be clearing it. This for the break below, whereby we have the resistance over here as usual. And then we have the support on the downside. The same principle, buy at support, sell at resistance. But as we all know, we can't range forever. It's not like price can actually be in a loop and keep on going like that. So price is dynamic, price is volatile. Anything happens in with price. So we are going to be checking the break below. Okay, so we have it this way. Breaks to the downside. So we have the identify institutional price on the break of structure to the downside. Okay, let's say for example the price right now is 2020. You can write here in your coordinates, come to text 2020. You can see the right hand side over here, and I can actually give it like a red color to make it visible. Okay, so and then we have the second price to be 2005. Okay, and then we have it to be here 2005 coordinate. Okay, meaning we are having the break below under institutional price and a break of structure, because the structure has been broken. This is the institutional price. We have this to be what? You have this to be the breakout. Let me try to label it out vividly. You have this to be the breakout. 1 minute, guys. Okay. And then we have this to be the institutional price. Again, this is going to be our breakout structure, because the structure has been broken. We have that to be a break of structure no matter what. My text BOS, I'm going to put it at the middle, right? So you can always label it, and you might not label it if you don't want your chart to be too much of a stuffs, so you might decide not to label. Sell break of structure. Okay, let me give us an example of head and shoulder, or like double top. Okay, for a double top, we have situation like this. Okay, right, we can identify this to be the first top, and again this to be the second top. I'm just giving an example of a situation where we have a double top. All right, now over here we have it to be the neckline. So the neckline over here actually just okay to be the neckline. Now here also serves as what? It serves as BOS, because the structure has been broken. The structure on our neckline has simply been broken. So this is our BOS, and our two tops is there. We came back to the what? The support over here. Here is a support, here is also a support. But don't forget, we have a principle of support change to resistance. If you check something of this nature, here right now is a what? It's a support that actually change to a resistance. This also part of the advanced what's it called, part of the advanced support and resistance, right? No, some of you actually might know it and some might not, but that's the meaning. And sometimes it's like a resistance change to support. Let me give you a very quick example of that. Let me change the style. Okay, we have it to be the kind of situation where a support change to resistance. Okay, and I have it this way, whereby a resistance change to a support. A lot of the time, that's how market actually move, you know, zone changing to zone. So over here as well, we have a breakout structure, because the structure, this support that has been, you know, this is a very strong support because it's the one that actually made it buy. Again, we bought again. So over here now, the price actually broke it. And a lot of the time, we usually don't have a breakout structure to be like just this easy. You know, a lot of the time it's not this easy, but when we have it that way, it's not like it can't happen. Okay, so let's check identifying. Okay, we've done this. Cell breakout structure. Yeah, the meaning of cell breakout structure is I'm going to delete this. I think you should be writing them down to enjoy the class, because we are going to be looking at a lot of topics right here, and it's better if you write down or you take a screenshot and you jot. Now, cell breakout structure, we have the resistance as usual. Don't forget the same thing you're going to do on the trend. The same thing you're going to do on a trend. I will not be checking the chart too much today, and I maybe later on, if I see, if my time permits me, I'll be doing so. Okay, let's see this. In a market situation, okay, I chose the wrong two. In a market situation whereby we have the support and resistance like this as usual, and we're looking for a break below. Okay, we are trying to break below this. Now, how are you going to sell on the break below? Look at what's your candle telling you? A red sell. That's the first sign. Okay, and again, it might actually come back like this, a very long wick, give you like an impulse entry, and the price dump to the downside. So definitely you're going to choose your sell to. Okay, sell at the end of the candle, and then you target the next support on the downside, and then that's how you sell it. You sell the same thing you're going to do if it were to be a break above. Remember the previous class we had. Okay, we have break below trends, support, and zones. Those things we have here, we're just going to start with the break below trends. Okay, let's go, guys. To start with the trend, both the uptrend and the downtrend, and we're going to check it one after the other. So that's why I kind of merged this class together to make it easy to understand. But before then, let me give you like 2-3 examples on the break below, just to make it easy for you. Even the present market price that we have right now, we have a break below, and a very great chart pattern that looks like head and shoulder. Can we see that? Some people will be like, oh, it's not like head and shoulder. It's not as if head and shoulder is going to form perfectly for you. It's through your knowledge of forex trading that makes you know this is even a breakout and a retest before this dump. Probably you might actually, like, come to the downside here, like, maybe. So this is pretty nice. Pretty nice. You see this way. Now we have a break of structure, which is the BOS that I was talking about the other time. You have a break of structure over here, a break of structure over here, BOS. And if you check this resistance support very well, it actually falls to 1935. check it very well. See the support, see the wick, see the support over here, and see we are actually like went back up. So you can actually put it here, but yet checking the proper price. Or if you want to say, okay, it's not that place, you still find another price, you will still find a very nice price to actually have it, which is around 1937 or 1938, depending. Let's say 1938. 1938. Yeah, okay. I think that works way more better. Nice. Let's check another break below. Okay, let's check 30 minutes time frame. So we can actually have like nice break below examples. Okay, this is one. This is like a trend actually, a chart pattern on it as well. There's a break below because we have the breaker candle to be here, close below, and then we had our sell. Don't enter on bigger time frame like 1 hour. It's very dangerous. Go to 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame for your entry. They are pretty much nice and they help you a lot. I was talking about support into resistance. We have an example over here. Is a support actually over here? Can we see? We can see the support right here. You can see the support right here. We actually change a resistance. Okay, so this is the support. We have the support to be support. Still then we broke below. This is the breaker candle. This is the breaker candle. Then we came to the downside, and over here it serves as resistance. The same price serves as resistance. Pretty nice. Okay. Let's look at another break below. When you are trading an uptrend, there's very high tendency of seeing break above. When you are trading the downtrend, there's a very high tendency of seeing a lot of break below. So it kind of works, along each other. Over here we have a break below. In fact, there's a mini one over here, a mini support. Break below has to do with breaking of support. Break above has to do with breaking of resistance. It's a chart pattern right here. In the group there was a day I said it. Chart pattern on its own is enough for you if you know how to use it well. This is another what? A support that changes your resistance. That's very nice. This is a double top that was broken, the neckline. This is the first top, you can see it very well. This is the second top. We had a breaker candle, a little kind of breakout to the downside, and then a retest. Where you are going to have, when I say sell the BOS and the support, then you have your sell tool over here. You actually move to the downside. Pretty nice. With still New York volume, New York volume. And again, we also have another break below over here. Another break below. And so many of them like that, continuously, like numerous. We have numerous of it, They are all numerous. They are very, very numerous. And you are trying to, check how many of break below, break above, break below, break above that we have in the market. Now let's go back to the second topic. Let's go back to the second topic that we have. Okay, here we are. Alright, I just cleared all the drawings. We have break on trends. Okay, so trends now, as we all know, we have this two type of trend. The support, the buying trend, the buying trend and the selling trends, which we can actually call the increasing or the decreasing, the bullish or the bearish, depending on which name you call it. So it's like, it's like the same thing. So we are here to just analyze it very well and to make it more okay and fine. Great. Okay, like a continuous pattern or whatever it is. Now we are looking for what here? You are looking for a break below, then the break to the downside. But don't expect, okay, don't worry, we are going to check some of this live chart, and then we're going to see by ourselves that it's not as if you will be looking at this market doing this like the chart is going to be so neat like this. No, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. There are sometimes it looks so rough, but might actually have a fake out, blah blah blah, like this, like a lot of crazy things like that. So we might actually have it, but then it's up to you to be able to figure out your trend line, figure out your resistance. This is resistance, this is support over here. The same process. I will still have the support over here. The same process, just like I said earlier. We have the buy at support, sell at resistance, buy at support, sell at resistance, buy at support, sell at resistance. Now we have the what? Break below. Okay, break above and below trends. Yeah, for the above trend, simply have it this way. We did that earlier though in the break above, so we are not yet to stress ourselves. Identify support and resistance in trend. Now we have this that I'm going to like an advanced support and resistance. Let me delete this actually. So support and resistance inside of trends. Yes, it happens, and then you need to understand it very well. Let me draw it out. Hopefully we have a very nice hopefully, let's say you're going to see a very nice example in the live chat that I can show you guys. It really be helpful. Yes, it really be helpful. Okay, let's draw it out. Yeah, charts can be like this though. All right, nice. This is what? This is a very nice resistance. It was previously a resistance. Then we have a break of structure. This is a breakout inside of a trend. We have a BOS over here. You have a BOS here, and still don't forget it might even fall into institutional price. It happens sometimes. There are break of structure. Now change to what? Change to resistance. Change to a support, because previously it was resistance over here. Let's label it out. It was resistance over here before, previously, and then now we have it to be. Now we have it to be what? A support. You have to be a support, and can actually keep on going like that, and then again we have it this way, whereby chart falls down, price falls, and then keeps going like this. Okay, so let me explain this. Over here we have what? We have a resistance again, a break of structure again. The structure was broken because we have support, resistance, support again, resistance retested again, support, and then we move to the upside. Imagine a very nice resistance over here. Now we had a sell from here, right? Again, we broke this, because that means if you're supposed to buy up, we are supposed to have it this way, like all the way from here. We're supposed to have it back here. That's if this resistance is going to hold and turn to a support. But though is a mini support and resistance inside of a big how do I say, inside of big range. Yes, because this is a range. We have this to be resistance, support, resistance, and then, but then now here we have a break of structure. also telling you that this is not going to hold again, because we have the resistance over here previously turned to a support. It's not going to hold it again because it's been a support for a long time. Now the zone is being broken. The zone is being broken to the downside. And what is going to give us the assurance that it's going to hold here? Here we've been a super zone. Sometimes we call this a super zone. When the support change to a resistance or a resistance change to a support, vice versa, we call it a super zone. So a super zone is where we have multiple, sometimes it's kind of like a conjunction. We have multiple support and resistance parabolating on the same price. It might be on the daily time frame, merging together on the 15 minute time frame, turning to both support and resistance. We call it a super zone because that's a very strong zone we can always forward to, you know. So these are trends, you know. It happens. Let's see if we can actually have an example. Let's see. We don't know if we are going to have it, but you know, we try. There's nothing bad in trying. It's an uptrend. Okay. We have a resistance over here. Yeah, it's a structure. Yeah, it can actually happen here if and only if this come all the way here, and then we have a buy to the upside from here, right? If it's kind of like the same thing I was drawing earlier, because we have a resistance over here with a line price. We have a resistance over here, and then we also have a support over here. Can you see that? You have a support over here, resistance, support, resistance. Then price got weaker. You see the candles fading away, and we had a break to the downside. Now over here as well, we have what? The support. This is meaning support created, resistance created, support, resistance again, and now we broke to the downside, making it a trend, right? Forming a nice trend over here. Over here we have a trend is out of trend, right? A trend is out of trend, bring like a chart pattern. We broke to the upside, forming the first trend that we actually have here in the initial stage. We have this to be the ranging market. Can we see? Very small one. A ranging market is also a breakout. It's also a breakout, you know. It is also a breakout. Can we see that? So we have it a lot of the time, a couple of times in the market. If you go to lower time frame, this is also a breakout. Can we see that? Just a breakout. It's even a support, change resistance, but it's a mini one inside of a range. So we can really consider this, not to disturb ourselves. I hope we understand. Now let's go to the breakout and retest. Let's go to breakout and retest, so we can understand that as well. Okay, the breakout and retest, both on the sideways, the buy trend and the selling trend, and then how to place a buy. Okay, we are going to look into that. It's very easy. I'll say, and maybe it's not easy for you right now, but once you practicalize these things and you pick up your trading view on your phone, either your phone or your laptop. I did video, there are previous videos about how to trade, how to analyze the market through your trading view, so you should be very conversant with that, and that shouldn't be like a problem for you anymore. Let's check these out. The resistance, as usual, I'm not going to label anything again. Support, the resistance, the support, the resistance, and then we had a break below. Breakout and a retest. Because the reason is because whenever we break out on a trend, okay, or we break out from a zone or a support or a resistance, we mostly break out with volume. Okay, so when we break out with volume, there is this high tendency that we are going to be left behind with an imbalance, or something we call FVG, which is the fair value gap. because there is no price that must be omitted. No price can be omitted in the market. No price, because if a price is being omitted in the market, then how do you get to resell what you have? Let me give you an example. You buy a phone now for $100, and then you are looking forward to selling your phone back in the future, and then you went back there, they were asking you like, oh, how much did you buy yours? They say, oh, okay, I bought it $100, and they are now telling you, oh, it's not possible for you to sell $100 because $100 is no more valid in the market price again. That means your phone is useless. So it's not possible. We have all price being valid in the market, and no price can be omitted. So when a price is being omitted presently in the market, you have a very high tendency, even it's going to take a day, months, years to come back there. It's going to come back there. That's why we have the daily FEG, the 4 hours, the weekly, monthly. There's a lot of them like that, and we try to find them mostly within imbalance. So if you don't understand FEG, imbalance is a very nice word to use as well, but they are not the same thing. This is not the topic for FEG or whatever, I'm just saying. So when we have an imbalance over here, price have a very high tendency, because we have so much volume, to break below a zone, like a very strong zone, a resistance or a support. So price actually like have it, price is not so easy for price to break below these places. Then we have to wait for it to actually happen, and price will actually come here and make it sell. We're going to check few examples, and then how you actually trade it. And again, okay, so for example over here now, all you need to do is what? Place a sell your SL at the end of the breaker candle, and then you point to the next side. Fine. Let's look at this. What else? What else? The trend up. I'm just going to do the downtrend, because I expect you to also pick up your trading view and check all these things out. Here, and then we have the resistance, support, the resistance again, the support again, breakout, the retest, to the downside. Now we have the breakout and the retest. Let me try to label this real quick. So when we have a retest, that was a very strong opportunity for us to go very strong opportunity for us to take that sell seriously. I remember sometimes you say, sell with your house rent, buy with your house rent. So a breakout. I mean, I've taken many trades on breakout and retest, more than 200 trades on them. Yes, way more than, and I've learned so much about them. And I realize a lot of the time, though I think the next topic we have the fake out in there. A lot of people kind of mistake the fake out. They mistake fake out to a breakout and a retest, because when a fake out happens, it happens like so fast, and sometimes a lot of people are trapped into liquidity. It's a lot of things. So we just have to check our chart right now, and then let's see if we are going to have a breakout and a retest. Exactly, we still have it here again as well. Very vivid as the breakout and retest that we actually have. You see here, we had the support has been created over here. Support. Now we broke below, fine, and then we retested this zone back before we have the sell. But then I think we should check another pair. We can check like GJ, GBP, JPY for breakout and retest. Okay. I'm going to say something before the time we start looking for this. If you have a retest, make sure that retest is not too far from the zone. Yes. I'll show you a fake out. This is a fake out. Hold on. Hold on, guys. We have a fake out because it's very, very close to the zone. If it's very, very close to the zone, then that's a problem. We have a breakout and a retest is when it's not too close to the zone but not too far to the zone. Then, like something of this nature, or it might actually like go up a little bit. But if you have price moving from that zone, don't expect any retest. Let's just go. Something of this nature. The price has gone up and you're still waiting for a retest. No, it doesn't work that way. It's not gonna happen. Even if it happen, like maybe one out of 10, and it's not even reliable. But let's check a breakout and a retest, either the buy side or the sell side. Let's both check together. We're going to have a breakout and a retest. This is trying to look like a breakout and a retest, but I'm not going to consider it. I'm not going to consider it to be a breakout and a retest. Okay, this is not a breakout and a retest as well. It's not. The reason is because you even see the way it ended. This is a triple bottom. It's a chart pattern actually. A triple bottom is a chart pattern as well, whereby we have the market forming like W, right? You see that first bottom, second bottom, then the third bottom. We have it's too far from the zone. So had it been, it was supposed to be a breakout and retest, it was supposed to go up like this, but then this is going to be around here, just like here and here. So can you see the difference? So it's not a breakout and retest. Yeah, this is a breakout and retest. Checking it this way. This is a breakout and retest. You have a double bottom over here, not too far from the zone. Can you see? Retested, and then we move to the upside. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So a breakout and retest works perfectly nice. The diagram I actually gave you is a nice way to see it. Just trying to see. Yeah, this is another one. We have what? We have the neckline over here. It's trying to look like head and inverting the shoulder, you know, like the left head and the right one. I'm not really concerned about that. There's a breakout, retest, and then we have going to the next resistance. So guys, I appreciate your time, your effort. If you have any question, please ask, and then don't forget to comment and like the video. Thank you very much.